Which I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my Taiwan account. This is my Taiwan account, aka my second account. The Wildcat slots has come back around, so let's see if I can get one of the Lunas. Ubers were Novaluga, Asset, Lasvos, Zeus, and Is the Alluring Dancer. All of which pretty good, except for maybe Novaluga, but I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah, gambling! Let's go, chat. Let's go gambling. How was everybody's weekend? I spent my weekend not home. So I did not get the cat food, unfortunately, on my main or my new account. But I got plenty of time to do that. You've been playing Battle Cat CW? Cool. Not a bad idea. Because there's quite a lot going on it right now. AKA, it's an anniversary. Beat Dawn today was surprisingly fun. Nice. Hello, Akiro. Man, I'm 150 away from another 11 draw. I don't think I should use it, but I mean, I kind of want one of the Lunas at least. Which is better, Uberfest or Epic? Epic provides a better niche, but Uberfest is better generally, probably. Got 2 legend rares? Damn, that's great. I'm just gonna sell these guys for NP later. God damn it, bruh. You're kidding me, right? I have 2 fast exclusives, and I got one of the ones I already have. Fucking A. Fucking A, man. What a way to start off today. Got yourself Izanagi and beat Dogumaru. Nice. And that's all I'm gonna get, isn't it? Fuck. God damn it. Give me your luck. You don't want my luck. You want my luck? I literally don't. You saw what just happened. I got no Ubers except for 1 duplicate. You don't want my luck. 2 Nanahos? I mean, I would have much preferred to have 2 Nanahos than 2 Shadow Gaos, not gonna lie with you. Because if I had 2 Nanahos, I would have at least gotten 1 Nanaho, which would be new for me. That's not luck you want from me, man. Spent 4.5 hours outside because of a bug bomb thing? Oh, interesting. I spent way more time outside because I was outside. Marine, do not encourage seed tracking. If somebody wants to seed track, go ahead, but if they don't want to, or like if they're just not doing it, don't just go around encouraging people to seed track. That's lame. Hello, Marine. Do you still have Undertale Deltarune music? No, I don't, because I don't want to take any more chances. I don't want to take any more chances with copyright, because there was a Sonic Frontier song that got copyrighted at some point, and I was just like, fuck it, you know? These songs are good, but let's stop taking chances. If people want the Ubers, well, here's the thing. I still don't think it's something to be encouraged. Whenever people are like in the chat saying, give me your luck, I don't think they want actual solutions. It's like saying you're going to go rob a bank and then you're telling your friends, wish me luck. And then all of a sudden they give you a fully automatic assault rifle and be like, hey, here you go. Like, yeah, sure, it would help, but that's not the point. You know? Just my 8 rare tickets that got Ragnarok. Nice. That's a pretty good get. Media motives suck in terms of copyright, sadly. I know. I mean, the Undertale songs were fine, so I probably could have kept them. I just don't want to take my chances. Because you never know when they'll just take a U-turn and be like, hey, you know what? All these videos, you need to take them down. You really never know. Glock 19 to rob the bank. I said fully auto. That is... we are saying very different things. A Glock 19 is probably something you're already bringing to that. Or like an egg. I literally said a fully auto, bruh. That is not a Glock. Oh wait, why did I just do that? Fuck. Well, there you go. There's your plus levels for those Swordsmaster Blazers. Glock wouldn't be enough, I think. I mean, I'm sure there's people that have robbed a bank with less. Can't wait for Dark Luna and Global. I know, right? I can't wait to not get her, ever. Because my luck's just that shit. A tank to rob the bank? True, that would work probably. Damn, September's in 2 months? Don't remind me. Time's been flying this year. Ragnarok has about the same DPS as Dazzly? Does he? I thought it was... Hold up. Now you're making me confused. I don't think it's 12k. It might be 12k, actually. But to be fair, it doesn't have LD, so it... Like, you can say with 470 range, but there's no LD. Hello, Cash. Ragnarok. I know you guys can't see my screen right now, but... Okay, yeah, it is 12k DPS. Damn. Yeah, I mean, let's be real, there are a lot of other issues with them, but, I mean, 12k DPS is really good, nonetheless. Hey, like 5k cat food, save it for Dark Luna. You shouldn't be saving your cat food for Luna. You should be saving your tickets for Luna. Tickets are what you want to use on Fest. Cat food is something you want to use on guarantees. So you should be saving your tickets, not your cat food. Bro still thinks about school? Well, here's the thing. I consider college school. So 12k DPS is 12k DPS? Yeah, until you realize that specialists have like double that against their targeted trait. You got the most mid Uber fast roll ever. Only one Uber. Damn. Unfortunate. This is KR? No, this is TW. But it's not going to be TW for long. Because I'm going to go on to my new account. You should be saving for your cat food for EVA guarantee? True. Except I don't even know if that's coming in EN. Or at least not anytime soon. Is that even on... That's not even on JP yet, is it? Wait. I gotta check my JP account on my phone now. Because I'm curious. It is? Damn, already? That, like, just got announced. Reinforcements requested? Oh, right. I just have to spam click for 3 days straight. Great, wonderful. It is on JP? Damn. After Sonic? Well, it's not going to be right after Sonic. They don't do back-to-back collabs, but... Why are only games Battle Cats and Macho Libre? Because this isn't actually my phone. I don't actually play Macho Libre on here, even. Like, I literally have it because I had good memories of it and just felt like it was right to have. Dumbass wants us to tell... Oh, it's 4 days? Bruh. Goddamn. Bruh, that's lame. That's lame. I wish I wasn't gone for that, so that I could have at least gotten it on time. Fuck. Oh, hey, Enigma stages. Enigma balls, how about that? But yeah, Deadly Carnival's fun. I don't know if I can do Deadly Carnival, but I can damn sure try. I can also do Bondage Awakens, I guess, but I genuinely don't... I mean, maybe I can do the first one. I don't know if I can do all of them. I have no fucking clue if I can do all of them. I'm actually terrified. Lieutenant Cat is kind of mid, I think. I haven't looked at him. I don't even have him yet, obviously. Carnival isn't that hard? Well, whenever you have Epic Fest, sure, but I don't have Epic Fest. My best bet is going to be Cosmo and Gladios. And Dahlia-san for the actual Cyclones. But, yeah, without Epic Fest exclusives, it's gonna be much harder than you think. It's gonna be much harder than you think. Level 1 mini wave and long ass Capone? Wonderful. Delicious. Don't question what I'm saying, by the way. 50-second recharge time? That's actually kind of crazy. I'm scared of both. I'm scared of Cyclones and the True Form specials, but mainly the True Form specials, because traitless is a huge weakness of mine. Russia that freezes red and floating with mini wave? I gotcha. I mean, this isn't a bad loadout. I mean, here's the thing, right? I think I can possibly do it, but I don't know if I will be able to do it. Especially since I got a lot of other things to do, apparently. I'm just gonna use Gladios instead of Bahamut, and this is gonna be my loadout. Dark Mitama and Dark is? Oh yeah, oh, almost as if those two are really fucking good anti-trait lists. Wonderful! I don't have them. My best anti-trait list is Gladios. Not exactly Dark Mitama. I think Dark Mitama is underrated as fuck, by the way. Slow and weaken with that long of an uptime? Brother. Top tier anti-trait list right there. Just use Juliet Cat? Bro, for what? Why does a cat clone have a long ass cooldown, bro? Don't ask me. I haven't even looked at Lieutenant. Like, I haven't even looked at it. For his sympathy? What is with for? What are we talking about? what are we even talking about? What stage is that? Because I don't know. Guess who's back? Welcome back, Lameza. Actually, technically, I'm the one who's back because it's been a little while, but never mind that. I need to get Cosmo out here. Oh, it's Bubble Cat. Did you say use Juliet for a bubble? Does Juliet even work there? I feel like Juliet's too slow to actually do shit. Also, I think I might need Sanzo. I forgot that the first stage is Cyclone. I did in fact forget that. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, I need something for floating. Sanzo? There's no shit. So am I being mean? Yeah, fuck you. It's been too long. It's been long enough for me to be able to say, fuck you. I'm taking out all my anger. Then put him in? Oh, really? What do you think I'm fucking doing? Got his ultra form on Friday? Bruh, you're gonna abuse it. Am I being mean? It is mean, bruh. Did bro just have a stroke? No, I'm mocking you guys. Oh, really? You Sanzo? Really? Really? I think you should use Sanzo for the stage? Really? You don't say. Almost as if I went into it half-assed, forgetting that the Cyclones are the first stage rather than the second one. Ain't saying shit, bro. You realize I'm talking to the entirety of chat, not just you, bro. Didn't think of Sanzo, you thought of Fisherman? Yeah, screw Fisherman. Tornado Carnival? Cyclones and tornadoes are not the same. And to be fair, the craze, or not the craze, the special true forms are still under Tornado Carnival, or Cyclone. What is it? Yeah, Tornado Carnival. So it's not like it's separating anything. It's still called Tornado Carnival. I'm fairly certain. Deadly Carnival? For what? There are no tornadoes in Battle Cats, though. I mean, Cat Tornado. But, like, you say it's pretty obvious, but, like, yeah, it could just be a cool name. Names don't always mean anything whenever it comes to stages. The stage pack is Deadly Carnival? Yeah, but what's the next stage called? What are the special things called? I get that it's Deadly Carnival as like the sub chapter or whatever. Awakened Carnival? Is it really called that? I forget all the time. Damn. But still. Listen, my brain's not turned on. Like, I haven't... Like, y'all forget that I'm not actually a super serious Battle Cats player. I don't fucking care about losing stages every now and then. Smart guy always forgetting? Ugh. Marine always having opinions. As if I don't. Do I not? I don't have Sansa talents, do I? Oops. I might die still. I don't have talented Sansa. Don't worry, I'll just brute force it with Gaza Jizo. Don't worry, don't worry. Prediction? What's the prediction? Yes, I get it, Captain Man. I get it, I was wrong, I'm stupid. We get it. I'm always dumb. It's not a new thing that I'm dumb. Battlecat streamer doesn't know life this game? Shaking my head. Gaza Jizo sweep? I don't know about that. How do you rush the base? What do you mean? Okay, with sympathy, that's the ZNL stage, right? That's what we're talking about. Why are we even talking about it? Are you guys just like that mad at yourselves for being bad at the game? Like, what's going on here? Does he lose the stage? Kind of too late for that. Try again. You just throw a timer so by the time you finish, 70 people have said the same thing. Fair enough. But there's no more predictions, bro? Well, think of a new one. Like, will I beat the next stage? It's why I use VC. Fair enough. Yeah, true. How about, let's see if I can beat Awakened Carnival. How about that? First try. Let's see if I can beat it first try. Beat this first try. And yes, I am going to make a loadout for it. And by make a loadout, I mean I'm gonna try something. I don't have a lot of anti-trait lists. I don't think I have Soba, at least not true form. Yeah, I don't have the true form, but I guess I technically... I don't know just how much better Soba true form is. But I'm just leveling it up for the next thing. Wait, just works? Okay. Let's see. What do I even want to do for this? I mean, I feel like Metal Cat might be nice here. Prefer to watch streams on laptop than phone because your phone tends to make me be behind in time. Well, yeah, like, I mean, you also have to hold your phone. I've never understood people that can just hold their phone and watch it all the time. Because, like, I can never watch something on my phone. You hate that you can't predict? Why? Do you not have points? Honestly, hear me out. Well, no, Cosmo's range might actually be helpful here. Yeah, fuck it. Cool. Here you go. Just to spite Cosmo. Says out of stock or something? Oh, you might only be able to use it once per stream. I think each person can only use it once, just so that predictions aren't spammed. And I did that on purpose, by the way, so... Let's gamble on if the streamer is skillish or not. Well, like... I don't think I exactly have great anti-traitless options here. So we'll see. We'll see. Your country's against gambling? Damn. I'm sorry. One. If you remember what I had, you would predict? Yeah. Use Honeywell if you have. I have the egg. Don't have the true form because I don't feel like it. Just like that Twitch doesn't have a lock feature so you can put your phone in your pocket while listening. Why don't you just not let your phone turn off? Like, I mean, yeah, for power saving and stuff, but like, if you want to listen to the stream so bad while it's in your phone, just make it so that your phone doesn't turn off. Doesn't metal get shredded by Cyclone? This isn't a Cyclone stage, bruh. This is very clearly not a Cyclone stage. See, guys, I'm not the only one that gets confused by this shit. We have Shadow Gao? I don't have Shadow Gao. That was my Taiwan account. I am on my new account now. I know it's confusing, but, like, come on. Whenever I rolled Shadow Gao, it didn't say Shadow Gao. It was in fucking Taiwanese. Can you really not tell the difference between Taiwan and English? Goddamn! It's hard? Oh, really? Oh, I think you're just not actually paying attention. Yeah, well, actually, it didn't have to say Shadow Gao. I mean, the translation could have been different, but technically, in a different language, yes, it did say Shadow Gao. Technically, but not in English. It didn't say it in English. It wasn't English words. Unless you understand a different language, I don't unless you understand Taiwanese, I don't get how you can get that confused. Don't scream at us for stupid. You literally can't tell the difference between English and a completely different fucking language. If it was like Spanish, I get it because they still use similar letters. But it's Taiwanese! Yeah, these levels actually aren't that hard nowadays. I don't know if it's they got power crept or what. The person who said yes is getting rich. Did y'all really not have faith in me? Goddamn, y'all really had no faith in me. It's not even a hard stage. I brute forced it. Gladios didn't even have to help. Weird of you to think that chat can read. You know what? Fair enough. What's even in the stage? What cyclones are in the stage? Since these were made before Sanzo Talents. I don't even have Sanzo Talents. Like, look at this. I don't even have Sanzo Talents. Metal and Alien? Oh, Metal, Alien, and Perfect. Sorry, I forget that Perfect Cyclone's a Cyclone. So you're not gonna help. Okay, so I guess Waitress. Eyeballs doesn't help. Maglev might. Yeah. How am I gonna deal with Alien? Do I even have any anti-alien Ubers? Nope. I have Tetsukachi. Which, speaking of Tetsukachi, I'm actually gonna get some Tetsu and Cosmo usage in here. But other than that, I think maybe Psycho Cat? Did I pass Psycho Cat? Yeah, I did. Stuff Courier, and I think I'm good with this. I think I'm fine with this loadout. Perfect Cyclone still isn't in any of the towers, is it? Maybe we'll get another tower variant eventually, and it'll be there. I sound happier today than usual. It's because I'm back. I'm finally home. I'm excited to be streaming again. I've been gone all weekend. This is so underprepared loadout. What do you mean underprepared? This is very prepared. I don't know what you're talking about. You destroy the base if you kill metal quick enough? Oh wait, I only have one critter. Yeah, good thing there was no prediction there. I forgot that I actually needed more critters. Okay, so fucking hell. You, and y'all. Why the fuck not? And then where's Little Cat? Instead of... You know what? I don't think Waitress is actually gonna do much here. Oh wait, I need... Okay. Oh wait, why do I have metal? I don't need metal. Waitress, come back here. Here we go. More critters isn't the answer a lot of the time. What do you think I'm doing? I'm using 2 main critters and a good crit combo. You literally soloed Metal Cyclone with the level 20 Waitress? You did? Waitress would do more than Cameraman? Well, Cameraman, well... I'm kind of just bringing whatever the fuck, alright? Yes, I did? Well, we'll see about that. Because, I mean, I'm willing to guess you use status. Oh, wait, I should've... Do I even have Hoop? I don't even fucking know if I have Hoop Cat. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like, I actually have no fucking clue if I have Hoop Cat. You didn't have status? How the fuck did you solo this bitch, then? Just a bunch of meat shields? That's our streamer. Yeah, I'm not. I never claimed to be good at. Do I claim to be good at this game? I actually have no idea. I don't remember. Do I claim to be good at this game? Bro is washed. True, but I'm also not that good. Period. So like. It doesn't seem like Waitress is soloing, by the way. Just saying. Here's the thing, Lucas the 5th doesn't mean I'm good at the game, it just means... I don't fucking know. It means it was a joke that he doesn't even fucking remember making. Waitress can deal enough crit damage to knock back, cool. That doesn't mean she solos, especially whenever metal doges are there. She doesn't exactly have area targeting. You claim to know... Okay, knowing about a game and being good at a game are kind of different. And also, you don't see me losing, do you? She can if you stack her? Yeah, stacking a unit with, what, a 30-second recharge time? Very fucking likely. Master can solo Metal Cyclone 1v1? Oh, really? Crazy? I'm not looking for... Oh, wait, I should have brought Bahamut at least, brother. I should have at least brought Wickham Bahamut. But at the same time, I don't know if I'll kill this bitch quick enough. Keyword can? Fair enough. Okay, and there's the problem. How far are you in COTC? I beat Chapter 2 and got all treasures. The bitch is dead. Okay. So now, I didn't bring Sadeko. Tetsukachi got this. This game is largely knowledge-based, which is why I tend to be pretty good at it. But there is timing, and then there also is team building, which I did a poor job of doing this time around. You forget how slow... Yeah, Tetsu's pretty fucking slow. In Steel Boy, we trust. True! I just hope that Cosmo doesn't, like, speed clip. Timing, team building, and money management? Yeah. And here's the thing, right? I'm not doing poorly. Like, I'm doing basically exactly what I wanted to. I didn't want to rush down the stage. I wanted to kill the Metal Cyclone and then take on Perfect Cyclone and Alien Cyclone with Tetsukachi and Cosmo. So, like, I'm doing exactly as I wanted to, actually. I like, my team built... Like, I'm not exactly doing poorly here. I'm doing exactly as I wanted to. I need to be sending Tetsu as much as possible. I'm also going to start spamming Cameraman. Cosmo, you're missing. And that's why his Omni Strike is good. Ladies and gents. You didn't think Alien Cyclone is floating? Well, it is. Oh, shit. Okay, Alien Cyclone's actually strong. Tetsu, you're slow as fuck. I swear to God, if Cosmo dies. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is a problem. That's it, just keep on dodging, bro. Maybe I should have brought Cyberpunk. Yeah. What Tabby said. Most of them are floating, though. Dodge OP? Well, until you realize it's only 10% on Tetsukachi. Yeah, 10% dodge ain't exactly great. I really wish I had Sadeko. I completely forgot that Tetsu gets shredded by the Cyclone, because Tetsu's not actually amazing. I was also hoping to kill Perfect, because Psycho's not exactly doing a whole lot. Cosmo? And people say his force swing's not a problem, chat. Yeah, getting a dodge up on Tetsu would be great. Okay, this isn't working. Yeah, my breaker... I don't even think I have Breaker Blast. Like, I'm still underprepared. I don't play this account often enough for anything to be good. Boost Craze Monoko till level 36. Here's the thing, right? I just need to not bring Cameraman. And honestly, I don't even know if Waitress is all that helpful. I just need to not bring Cameraman, though. Save it for Cosmo and Tetsu? I think you're underestimating just how quickly Tetsu dies. Just, yeah, use Rock, even though you're not done with SOL, Forehead. You do realize I don't even unlock that stage, right? Thank God, I'm pretty sure you're kidding, but goddamn. Poor Tetsu. Also, I really wish Cosmo was hitting the Perfect Cyclone, not just the Alien one, because I think the Perfect Cyclone is like... I think it's at like 60% HP. It'd be great if it was lower. And now he's dead. Just win, Forehead. I know, right? Forehead. Cosmo, that wasn't exactly ideal. With Roblox, man. Brent, no. Here's the thing: if by quote unquote saving 3 slots by taking Jurassic Cat, by taking out Jurassic, or Minisaurus and Cameraman, those 3, I mean, Minisaurus may not be that great, but Catasaurus was my main critter there. Like, Catasaurus is the main reason why the Metal Cyclone actually died. I don't think you realize just how quickly my meat shields were getting chewed out. Like, because it also gets rid of one of my meat shields, so it's not saving anything, it's just making me replace Little Macho with another meat shield. So I would need other things. I would definitely need other things. Just in case I somehow manage to kill him quick enough, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Bahamut. Also gonna bring Thunderbolt Cannon, just in case. Tetsu, you're good and all. I think I'd rather Octo. And then... I guess there's not really a point in Monaco. Not really a point, anyway. So what the hell do I do with that knowledge? Maybe Cyberpunk? Yeah, no. That's what I mean. Like, Crazed Monaco is not going to be my solo against him. I want Psycho Cat for the Alien Cyclone, but I would need to be able to rush down the perfect Cyclone. So maybe I drop somebody for Fishman? But I don't think Manic Eraser is enough to meet Shield alone. Try rushing the stage first? I think you underestimate how weak my critters are. I don't think it'd be possible. But I mean, I can try. I mean, it's insanely RNG reliant, but sure, I can try. Need a weekend in T-Bolt to get rushers in safely? I think just a well-timed T-Bolt would be fine. I can try, though. So don't go through... Dude, I can't exactly overlevel whenever I don't have Cat's Eyes. The only Cat's Eyes I have are rares. My super rares aren't high enough for me to actually do anything with it. So what do you mean by, this is why I overlevel? Yeah, I'm underprepared. What the fuck do you want from me? I'm just trying to beat the stages. Use rares? What rares are gonna help here? Not a lot. Not a lot of rares are helping here. However, well, plus leveling some of these rares also would just straight up wouldn't help. Like, I think you're overestimating how much some of these rares would actually help. Cat Researcher? Oh, really? Oh, really? Not the non-true form Cat Researcher. Oh my god, really? Yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. No, fuck that. Before true form, he's not that great. He's fine, but plus leveling him, not worth it. Yeah, he'll still get crits, but he's kind of like, he's worse than Catasaurus whenever it comes to crit damage. Like, he's worse than Catasaurus whenever it comes to crit damage. That's not something that that's not what I need to do. Just got here. What are you fighting? I am fighting, Cyclone stage. Yeah, Mount Aku. What the fuck do you think that is? Not a metal stage. I don't think y'all understand half the things that this game, that's going on right now. Like, genuinely. Honestly, Cameraman might even be worthwhile bringing here. I think I'll bring Cameraman instead of Octo. Because if I'm really rushing this shit down, I might as well. Hoop is kind of just like, it's good, but it's unreliable. Without a stack. I thought Cameraman sucks? When did I say that? Why do I have 5 ads? Hey guys, if you don't want ads, just sub. Forehead. I think I might kind of lure a little bit. I'll just start with some cameramen. Poop saw some usage with Tacky and Metal Hippo. Oh, cool. You have no ads? Some people have ads. I don't get how the ads work. Some people get them, other people don't. I don't understand it. But oh wait, Charlie, you're a little too fast. Cynthia theme? Yes, sir! We love Cynthia here. Some ad blockers work, some don't. True. That is true. Plus leveling cat research is huge? I don't know what the fuck you mean. Cat researcher is mainly good for quick crits and quick shield pierces. Other than that, not really. Not really. Which means aka plus levels are not actually all that helpful. Going to play Ganondorf in Smash Bros. Ultimate? Good choice. I really like Ganondorf. Anytime I get him against my friends, I absolutely just like one-shot them from 50%. So... but yeah, the only reason why I really wanted to bring Cameraman here is because I was thinking maybe if I just spawn a couple of them, one of them might get a pretty gnarly crit. So I figured it might be worth it. Cat... What? Cash. Cat Researcher is technically a Cyclone unit, yeah. But he's not good for Metal Cyclone, so that doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's from Aku's side. Did anybody say that it wasn't? The Metal Cyclone mission that rewards cat size? I don't know. Yeah, plus levels on him isn't worth it. Yeah, I did it. Cool, sweet. Without over leveling, because over leveling is kind of unnecessary. Anyways, actual loadout time. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna do something. Do. Plus level a no gacha unit W. Yeah. I just don't over level because I don't have the ability to over level. What am I doing? I guess I could do the dead keep rolling at some point, maybe. Just need enough crits? Yeah. Just, you know, needed to actually try to rush the stage instead of doing whatever the fuck I was doing. Plus 22 Silver Cat, yeah. Whenever we were talking about plus leveling Cat Researcher, we were talking about, we weren't talking about actual plus leveling, we were talking about plus 30, but... Yeah. I get what you're saying. Stop making fun of me, bruh. Do you have vendor or tourist? No, I do not. I absolutely do not. Love my 51 plus 13 rock. Maybe that could speed up certain like rock only strats. Metal should actually be good here. I wish I had Haniwa though. Maybe I should go ahead and true form Haniwa if I have the ability to, because that might be necessary here. Because this is not going to be fun. I forgot that pastry sucks. Marine, I was moving along with a joke. How? Okay, do people seriously not understand jokes from other... Like, seriously. Do people not understand jokes? Like, come on now. Do people not understand... Like, I'm genuinely curious. Do people not understand jokes? Do people from other countries not understand humor? Or sarcasm? Like... I know sarcasm might be different in other countries, but do people not understand humor? How do you have that many viewers? Well, I can guarantee you this. They're not bots, so... How do I have them? No fucking clue. They just like listening to me for whatever reason. Welcome to the stream, though, Elemental. Bit racist much? That's not even a racist thing. There's white people in other countries, too. I'm just saying other countries. That's not a race thing. That's just a living thing. It's also nothing to do with, like, again, it's not even racist. It's just me questioning if you lack humor. Here to listen to your favorite yapper. So true. Hello, T. I know you're probably not talking to me, but hello. I'm he. Who is he? I am him. Stop yapping. You stop. You stop doing something. How long will this stream last? I don't fucking know. 2, 3 hours maybe. Why? Started getting jokes, but you got that one? Okay. I know some, I do, in all seriousness, I do understand that other countries do have either different or just lackluster humor. Like, when I say lackluster humor, I mean they lack sarcasm. So, like, there's still, like, knock-knock jokes and stuff. But I do understand that other countries don't actually have sarcasm. And they don't have, like, whenever they say something, they mean it. They don't just, like, say something without meaning it. So I do know that that is a thing. So, knock knock, who's there, Marine? Just wondering because you want to start your stream when you're end so you can have more viewers? Crazy. You could start it beforehand and just keep on streaming, and I can raid you, maybe, if you're chill like that. But if you just want a simple shout out, then, I mean, that's kind of weird, bruh. If you're here to give yourself viewers, don't know if I support that. Yes, please, kind sir. Well, here's the thing. My streaming times are kind of weird. No, I'm not. Right. No, I'm kidding. I mean, if you're live whenever I'm done streaming, I'll raid you. You know, that's just the way it'll work. If you're not, I'm not gonna wait for you. We watch for the rage baiting? I feel like a lot of you guys do rage bait quite a bit. Wait, Koo, you didn't get that hidden? Okay, come on, Koo, get it. Koo missed. Fucking hell. If Koo didn't get knocked back there, she would have gotten a good hit, but unfortunately, she missed. You're not done with the knock-knock joke? Oh, were you saying joke who? Or is that what you want me to say? I'm lost. I'm a little confused. By the way, I forget that there are special true forms that are not traitless. So I lose these 100% just because fucking beefcake, bro. Being floating, so he's not affected by Gladios. Did I insult somebody? I insult people a lot, actually. I've even insulted, like, at least 50 people on Reddit, apparently. I don't know how, but... Hey, let's all be traitless and not tell Beefcake. You know what sucks? I really have a weakness to floating in this game. Like, on my new account has a huge weakness to floating. So, like, that's concerning. You're just a rage baiter? True. Octo's not gonna help here. There are non-traitless that are still doing a lot of damage. I need something more spammable than metal, so maybe Mohawk? Just boost him, shaking my head. True. Oh yeah, Abdalia-san. Chat, is it finally time for me to use probably my best Uber that I have right now? Is it finally time? How do you get a Twitch chat overlay? Stream on OBS, that's how. I'm on my computer, not on my phone. Well, you can also stream using Streamlabs. I mean, there is also a chat there. It's just a little more complicated than just, you know, having chat overlay. Listen, I think a lot of people underestimate how complicated it is to actually get a stream set up. Like, I don't think a lot of people realize that. It's actually going to take time. It's not something you just do last minute whenever you want to. Like, it takes a little time to set up. Then bring Octo? Me? What are we talking about? Okay, Lameza, Cosmo's Ultra Form ain't that great, dude. I mean, it's good, but, like, I get that it's good, but you don't have to constantly talk about it. We get it, you got its Ultra Form. You don't have to talk about it that much. That was having an argument? With you? Okay, well, you two go on. Keep, you know, keep going. Keep arguing. There's no way that's all I do to change, right? I think I'm gonna drop Kazujiza for Cyberpunk. Can't kill a Rajakong and doesn't want Mushroom or Kalissa? Brother, at least use Mushroom. Like, if you want to kill a Rajakong, use Mushroom, bruh. That's like the #1 Rajakong killer. Yeah, why not use Mushroom? Mushroom's the GOAT. Like, if you don't want a true form Mushroom, I think you undervalue Mushroom by, like, a lot. Because Mushroom is good for just more than just that. You don't have stones for Mushroom? Well, then if you have Kalissa, why not use her? So need an alternative? So, Kalissa. Why not? Oh, wait. Metal was really good for the start off. Whatever. Manic Eraser does the job. Yeah, or if you have Uchiwaka Maru. Besides Kalissa, she sucks. She's really good and she outranges Rajakong. I don't understand what you're talking about. He doesn't want either unit, he doesn't have either? Okay, so how about we talk about units that you do have? What units do you have, Marine, that are anti-angel? Like Ubers, I mean. Because, God forbid somebody have good anti-angel non-Ubers. AKA Ramen, Cafeteria, Mushroom. Oh yeah, Bubble, but the Wave. Jizo, you have... Really? Who's Ravenous Cherry? I don't remember. Is that one Ultra Soul? The one that just has a lot of HP? Okay, we get it, you have Ultra Souls. Talk about other fucking Ubers. You know, ones that maybe have immunity to Wave, such as Tengu or something. Yeah, that one? Okay. So I don't... Ravenous Cherry would probably do good, but mainly just that tanking. Damage-wise, it's not really that amazing, but... good. But with Ramen, you really have no need to tank Angel. Yeah, that's just kind of one of those things where it's like, you're really just gonna have to, like... You're gonna have to sacrifice. Like, wait, what else in the stage is there other than Rajakong? Because if Rajakong is, like, the only threatening thing in the stage, then you can surely drop something. You have True Form Tengu? That would probably do work. Tengu's immune to Wave, has knockback against Angel, so if he doesn't... And then whenever he's strengthened, his damage is actually really good against Angel. Yeah, but douche. The Relic? Relic Duck? Huh? Oh, okay, that guy. Oh, are you on Zero Field? Or, what is it? What is it called? Are you on Zero Field? Or whatever the fuck it is? Here's D'Artagnan for the Cumulus Gallus. I'm wondering what stage we're talking about. Like, is that the first? Yep. He's on Zero Field. Okay. I understand then. Get Luza. What have we just been talking about? Bro, I didn't see what stage you were talking about. All I knew was Rajakong. I wasn't actually looking at all your messages. Chill out. Yeah, how are you that far without Mushroom? Like, but like, that also doesn't matter. You're close to Luza? How the fuck are you close to Luza, but you don't have the stones for Mushroom? How the fuck does that make any sense? Make it make sense, chat. But still, like, I think Luza should be your priority. Like, I think just get Luza before you start enslaving yourself to that stage. Like, that stage really isn't necessary to beat right now. Just wait until you have Luza. Like, honestly, though, it can wait. The stage can wait. Just wait till you have Luza. For the love of God. Because I can guarantee you this, right? Luza can basically solo Magamojo. So, like, as soon as you get Luza, you won't have to worry about Magamojo at, like, almost at all. Like, all you'll have to do is meat shield Luza, and he can basically kill it real quick. Just as long as Filibuster is, like, at the opponent's base, or at the other side of, like, not hitting your base, you know what I mean? Since that is a thing. Just don't rush yourself. You do realize how long it's taking me to progress through the game, right? Just because I simply don't play it all the time. Just take your time. You don't have to rush it. Okay, Marine, you're not listening to me. Just fucking wait! Is it that hard to just not do the stage yet? Just fucking wait! There's no reason to beat ZL or Zero Field right now. There's no reason to do it right now. Yeah, but waiting is boring? So watch a fucking show in the meantime. I don't know. Figure out a better way to fill your time. And you can also do Stardew Well. Every day is a grind, you're addicted. Research combo there is actually probably good because of Courier. And if you use Mushroom, like especially if you have an Uber one that's like a research up M. So like if you have like Cowluga or Vigler, that's probably actually really good for Courier and Mushroom. You would probably just want to like use Cone as your only meat shield in that instance. And then you can like Cone and maybe Ramen, but like, you know, we should just not help him now. Well, I mean, I don't want to not help. I just think it's crazy that you're trying to speedrun the game. Like, why do you always have to play the game? Like, I don't understand the people that are like, oh my god, I can't beat the stage. And yet they're like, they simply just, they could literally just wait a couple days to get a couple stones and then beat it. Let's give them misinformation. Yeah, I don't know about that. You know, it's Uberfest. Why not spend my rare tickets? Trying to speedrun the game and you haven't been stopped yet? Have you been getting lucky with Gacha? And I mean, here's the thing, right? I don't have anything against people that speedrun the game or whatever. Just don't start complaining whenever you're underprepared for something and it finally catches up to you. That's the whole reason why returner mode is it could be looked at as a quote-unquote scam, simply because it speeds things up to the point to where you can essentially get like soft locked, especially if you get unlucky enough with your draws, or if you're just bad enough at the game. Sirius isn't even that good. She can help with SOL, but not anything past. Once you get into UL, Sirius is kind of just underwhelming damage-wise. What am I doing? What's the last Cyclone stage? What's this Tornado Carnival filled with? It's because you don't do Colossus, huh? Say, shut the fuck up with that seriously joke. She sort of does everything at the moment, if you recall. No return flights, she cooked it. No return... She did not cook no return flights. I can guarantee you that. She did not. Dark Tenon and Honeywell are good for no return flights. Okay, you're talking about a level 40 in SOL. The entirety of SOL is balanced around level 30s, so like that's not exactly a compliment. Super Cosmic. Like, here's the thing, right? Return mode is quote unquote a scam. Like, if you don't mind it being a little bit harder just because like you didn't get the daily login rewards or whatever from like the first week or what, and like all the rare tickets and stuff, if you don't mind that, then it's worth the $1 to, you know, pass off all that. I'm just saying that that's the reason why it's a quote-unquote scam, is because it basically can get you soft lucked if you're unlucky enough with your draws, and like or if you're just like not willing to be good at the game. You get around level 40 Dark Tannin midway through SOL 2. Y'all are fucking nuts. But like, Sirius is not that good. Like, she's really not. Like, the main reason why she would have done anything in no return flights is because of her LD, if anything. You're just built different in the game. You also just took your sweet, sweet time. Having a high enough level Gamma Toto for Uber Cat's Eyes? Like, I mean, I'm already past midway SOL. And I have... And I've only gone up to super rare. No, Sirius is good for SOL. Like, don't get me wrong, but she's not amazing by any means. Like, her, especially, like, early, if you recall what I said earlier, after SOL, she becomes underwhelming. Like, her stats are underwhelming for anything after SOL. You know, whenever enemies are actually balanced around COTC 3 treasures. Yeah, Gamma Toto's hard to remember sometimes. You said Super Cosmic Cyclone, but like, is that the only Cyclone? What other Cyclone? Is that the only Cyclone in here? There's no way that's the only one. I guess I'll just get into the stage and find out. Fuck around and find out. Oh, zombie. You're right. I don't know if I can... Wait, chat. I don't have Housewife. I still don't have Housewife. I don't think I can do it. I genuinely don't think I can do it without Housewife. It's rushable? As in... I don't need anti-zombies? Because zombies are like my biggest threat right now, because all I have is Shigong. Oh, wait, I also don't have max COTC treasures. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's do Engage Commander Anya. Let's do this. Let's start actually doing the new stuff. I love Risk of Rain 2 music. It's so nice. Use Bomber? That's lame. I'll use it if I struggle on the last stage. Sure. Hopefully you have enough war funds. I'll be fine. You act like these stages are hard. I can never. Obviously, I'm kidding. I'm aware that they're going to be somewhat difficult, at least. I have 20,000. I'll be fine. The last stage in that is aliens? Okay. It's a singular alien hippo from what I remember. I did it on my main. Not a big deal. Hello, Squax. It's mainly starred aliens that are a problem. Like, normal aliens are already easy. It's starred aliens that aren't necessarily that easy. There are some more. Well, if they're not starred, then I'm not if they're not starred, for one, and if they're not balanced around Castle Cosmos 3 treasures, then I'm not concerned. Not concerned at all. Did you get Lieutenant Cat? No, because I was gone all weekend. Being gone all weekend really threw me off. They're starred and balanced around COTC 4. Damn, that's crazy. Really? Can't believe it. What a difficult stage it sounds to be. I have a lot more leaderships than I thought I... Where did I get all these leaderships from? Have I just not been using them? 4 sub-chapters away from ID? Nice! I'm assuming that means that you have the last 4 not done, so... You know, that's interesting. The hardest SOL chapters for 4-star. Well, thanks to Courier, I think that those... Thanks to Courier, The entirety of SOL is just, like, easy. Like, I think that's just, like, a fact at this point. Like, Courier just makes the entirety of SOL much easier. It's fucking racism, bro. But yeah, this Anya is also black, so... You know. That specific one. Normal Anya is not part black, it's just this one. You've been working on boosting ramen? Yeah, good idea. Because grinding does suck. There's a reason why I haven't done CO2C3 treasures yet. Okame Light? Except this one freezes. And nothing else. So it's kind of like underwhelming. Why does he have 2.25 million health and 54,000 damage? This guy? Does this guy have the deadly stage in 2 crown almost requires Bomber? Oh, right. I don't plan on doing deadly. But I mean, I guess it's something I could do. I guess I could do deadly, but like, I mean... Or not deadly, 2-star, but like, I don't have to for the... for everything else, do I? Can I just help? What do you mean by can I just help? What are you asking? Can't even get Bomber to Anya? She one-shots? Well, no shit. Bomber's not exactly, you know, easy. Or not exactly bulky. No way to get to 1k? Or 100k? Bro, what? Are you really suggesting that you need to raise the funds? Are you really suggesting that that's what you want to do in order to beat this stage? I do realize I wasted my money, by the way. Also, a hello bed. 2 crown is very hard, really? You spent 3 hours walking, so you're gonna lurk? Nice. Yes, that is what they want. I mean, I'm at 30k. I could do it. I just don't feel like it. I don't think Ro's gonna do that. Yes, raise the funds? Too fucking bad. Where's the challenge in that? Okay, so let's... 2 crown last stage is really hard? Cool. Good thing I'm not planning on doing it on 2-star. Because all it gives is a cat ticket, and I don't think it's required to do everything, so... Smile. Should I use ramen? Probably. Cool. Yeah, Bomber... I'm not using Bomber just because simply I don't care. I just want to... I don't know. Love the enthusiasm. It would skip so much pain. Yeah, this guy being black isn't exactly obvious, so... Understandable. By the way, can I just say, this weekend was really good for me. Like, I didn't even stream on Friday, and I think I got like 10 followers while I was offline. So like that was, I think I got 8. I'm counting and I got 8, like while offline. So like that was pretty insane. Not gonna lie. If I get, what do I do if I get 500 followers by the end of the year? Because that's like a goal of mine, is to get 500 followers by the end of the year. What do I do if I reach that? Sorry, when I reach it. You think Scarlet used Ultra Form Thundium? How would you get... I mean, I guess you could just stall for the recharge time. Face reveal? I'm not doing a face reveal for 500 followers. That is not worth it. That is not worth it at all. Hair reveal? No, because then that would basically be a face reveal. Because I don't know how to show my hair without my face. Maybe that's just because I'm an idiot or something, but... Why did I send Heavy Cat Seiti? Heavy Cat Seiti's just gonna die. Exactly. I feel like I'm wasting my money here. Okay, there we go. Easy. Easy game. I mean, I could do another long stream. Like, it could kind of be like my birthday stream, except I actually do something of, you know, worth. Because my birthday stream is kind of... I don't want to say it was boring, but it was kind of uneventful. There wasn't much that happened. I don't think. Just do a photo and cut off the bottom part? Nah, that's lame. I'll do a face reveal when I do a face reveal. I'm not just gonna do a half-assed anything. Oh, there's a moth here, bruh. So annoying. Why? Yeah, you convinced me. This stage sucks. Oh, and the Angelic Hippo Gory comes back. Are these stages not balanced around, I don't know, not meat shielding? Or, like, anything? Time for Bomber, I guess? No, Bomber doesn't help me here. It's not killing Hanya that's the problem. It's killing everything else. I'll try again. I'll try one more time, and then I'll either increase my funds or I'll play something else. Or not play something else, but move on to something else in Battle Cats. I could even do a hot topic. I don't know what I would talk about, though. You need more money? You need to beat those challenging stages? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, because Golfer Stack isn't going to waste all my money. Bro, what? Hanya isn't the problem, bro. It's the Angelic Gories and all the other things. I can very easily kill Hanya, I just need to, you know, have money for everything else. Got one about Battle Cats? What's your hot topic, bro? Maybe I should have an anti-alien, like maybe Catalite? But I feel like it's kind of just unnecessary. Because that guy's not exactly bulky. So the goal here is to spend as minimal money as possible. Is everything unlimited here, or is it like, you know, like... Is there much else, like, is there anything after the moth, is my question. Who'd you vote? What do you mean? I don't vote. It's limited, I think. So if I just, like, stall here instead of trying to rush him down... Would that, like, be beneficial? After the moth is wave 2? Okay, so I do want to rush it down. That's not good. Okay, can this fucking... Okay. The angel is pretty fucking annoying, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how I'm gonna kill the moth. The moth is like just so annoying because it destroys my front line, which is literally everything I have. And then I don't know if I can actually kill it well. And then there's gonna be another Angelic Gory that I can't kill. So I do want to rush it down. But at the same time, I genuinely don't know if I can do this with the money I have. You don't have Bomber and ICAT, right? I have Bomber, I don't have ICAT. Neither of which actually help me, because the idea is to kill the moth. But, you know... I mean, I guess I could do that, you know? Like, I guess I could. Do I have cat CPUs? Yeah, why not? I guess I could try permafreezing to speed up the kill, but... Freeze then use waivers? I mean, you saw that moth take a can-can hit. It's not exactly frail. You can use strong versus? Yeah, I get that. I get that. But I think you underestimate just how bad my anti-aliens are. These are my anti-aliens, little bro. These are... I don't even have Golfer. These are my anti-aliens. These are my anti-aliens. Like, I don't have great units. I'm gonna be so honest with you. You lure kill wave 1 and then Baja Blast. I don't have Blast. And also, I don't think you realize he doesn't start off on recharge. The whole point is rushing. Baja doesn't get off of his cooldown before I have to rush. So that doesn't help. Do y'all not understand the whole point of the challenge? The whole point is that you don't start off with you know, things. You don't start off with cooldown. You have to wait for everything to come back up. 2-crown doubles? That's crazy. Maybe Fishman? But I need to get the Anya... Well, true. You know what? If Anya gets knocked back behind the Moth, then this will be necessary. I don't think I need Rose into Ebb Island. And Rose kind of just expensive, so... Not given to Rage Bait and Brain Dead baits. I mean, I don't know if it's baits or if it's just people being stupid. Like, I genuinely don't think people are thinking when they tell me things sometimes. Oh wait, I don't actually have the freeze strat on right now. I should probably do that. I should probably have the freeze strat. Difficulty impossible? True. You guys are actually impossible to just ignore. I don't think... Well, Kazujizo could help with that. Nah, he's not helping. Okay, so and then... Somebody said... Is it freeze S or freeze M? Is it just an S or is it an M that I need? I'm not... Oh, wait. Does it have to be two smalls? Do 2 smalls not equal in medium? That could be bad. M works? Okay. So let's see. Who do I want to drop? I don't think I'm going to need metal. I don't think you're actually helping all that much. You're kind of just expensive. Don't have Ice Cat? The fuck you mean don't have Ice Cat? Ubers aren't exactly helpful here. Oh, wait. Does she have a combo? She probably has a combo, doesn't she? Yeah, I don't have Ice Cat, because, I mean, that's kind of an Uber, and I don't have a lot of them. Because this game hates me. This game does not want this to, you know... Freeze combo with Bomber? Damn, that is really good. But yeah, the game doesn't exactly want me to have good Ubers, apparently. Or, like, good stuff. 2 small and 3 slots with KG, Bomber, Ice. Yeah. Yeah. So lure here, and then rush, basically. You know, Pokemon and Nintendo may be a lot of things, but you gotta admit, their music kind of goes hard. Sometimes. It used to go harder than it does now, probably. But this is from Scarlet and Violet. I'd say it goes pretty hard. Yeah, so, I mean, I have KG, just not Ice Cat. Can, it would have been nice if you hit the Gory, not gonna lie. A few of their Pokemon. I love a lot of the Pokemon in the games, actually. So, yeah, that too. Oh, wait, I just realized Kazujizo was here to kill the Gory bitch. And Ken keeps getting fucking knocked back. Oh, wait, why did I use Bomber there? That was terrible Bomber. Bomber? Holy shit. Is that perma? Okay, that's perma. Sweet. Okay, now I can just rush. Oh, wait, that could be bad. Bomber? Yeah. Okay, sick. Every knockback's gonna be that way, isn't it? Every knockback on this bitch is gonna be a Bomber scare. And by Bomber scare, I mean Bomber kill. Because fucking hell. I just need to kill him. I just need to kill him. He just needs to die. He needs to fall over. Real quick. And this moth... Oh god, the moth got behind him. But he is now dead. Okay, cool. That's good. But this is bad overall. This fucking moth, bruh. Can this moth die? Why is the 2-crown Gory stronger than the one from Newen? Really? That's crazy. You're a Steel fan? Bruh, Steel's kind of lame. They're just overpowered. Yeah, exactly. The peons are not... The peons are the #1 problem, not the boss. Which, I mean, I hate that aspect of it. I kind of hate stages where the boss is not actually the big problem, but whatever. Oh hey, Bondage Awakens, I should probably do that. Okay, now we can chill out a little bit. Chat, what do we even talk about? Like, honestly. Is there anything interesting for me to think about? Fairies are your favorite type if they weren't made to counter dragon typing? I don't get why them being made for something is a reason to not like them. I do not like Socrates more than floor 30 because Socrates is a little more specific in its strategies. Like, it may be power crept a lot by Ubers and stuff, but by non-Ubers, there's really not a lot of options, which I like floor 30 because it has a lot of different possible strats you can do, so I still prefer floor 30. I think floor 30 is underrated a lot. So isn't even your favorite type because it's the best, it's because most of the steel type designs are sick as fuck? Yeah, until you look at fucking Clang. Your favorite type is Ghost? I don't even know what my favorite type is. I like, I'm not the kind of person to want to have one type on my team. Like, I actually kind of despise having one type throughout my entire team. Like, I hate having duplicate typings. I like having well-balanced teams. Like, I'm the definition of a champion. That's not Steven, because why the fuck is Steven a steel type specialist as the fucking champion? How does that work? How does he beat fire types? But anyways, that's besides the point. I mean, steels are really cool. Like, steel types are really fucking cool. I like a lot of the different types, but you know, yeah. What? Some of them are mid, but like there's some really big hitters, like Metagross. I feel like there's at least one really cool Pokemon with each type, like. Because even normal types have... I mean, you can say Snorlax, but... I mean, it's kind of a lackluster design, but it's still really cool Pokemon. But normal types have Hisuian and Zoroark now. So, you know. Mimikyu is really cool. I really like Mimikyu. Like, ghost types tend to, like, just have a lot of, like... They have something about them that make them really cool to use and stuff. So, like, I do really like ghost types. Snorlax is your favorite Pokemon? He's one of my favorite too. I think he is my favorite, but there's a lot of arguable ones. You call it shiny Ampharos? You have a shiny Ampharos called Gangani, fair enough. You're probably one of the few persons who didn't mind the two ghost trainers in the first two gens when they're only like... Well, the reason why people don't like the Gen 1 ghost person is because I don't think they even use ghost types, and they either use duplicates or they use poison types. They didn't actually use ghost types as their specialty, even though they were meant to be ghost type specialists. That's why people dislike them. No matter what team you made, you always had Mimikyu if they were available on Pokemon Showdown. True. I mean, fair enough. Mimikyu is also really competitively viable. I don't think a lot of people realize it, but being able to just basically get a free Swords Dance and 1v1s with Mimikyu is actually really good. Like, obviously people can plan around it, but like, will they really? Will they really plan around it? It was the Ghastly line multiple times and a few poison types. Yeah, my least favorite part about Ghost Specialists is that from Gen 1 is just that they had like coughing and wheezing and stuff usually. Like sometimes they didn't even like have a ghost type. I don't know why you're saying Mimikyu is a she. Mimikyu's either it can be both. But whatever. Yeah. Mimikyu is very good. Like, I don't know what you mean by a niche. I don't think y'all realize what competitively viable really means. Because every Pokemon, quote-unquote, has a niche. Like, every single Pokemon in the game could technically be viable in its own way. Some are lesser than others. But, like, at least every line of Pokemon has something that they bring to the team that could be competitively viable. Most Pokemon genders just be interchanged. Well, that's why I try not to... Like, if I'm... It's just weird to... For me, if something could be either gender, it's weird to call them a she. Because Mimikyu doesn't even look like a she. It's like a terrifying... Like, Pikachu copy. How does that strike you as, oh, she? Like, that was just confusing to me. You can do what you want, but, like, it was just, it threw me for a loop for a second. I get that their gender, it really depends. I get that. It just threw me for a loop that she is, you know. That's the first thing you think of whenever you think of a Pokemon, like, you know, pronoun. One in the show that Jesse and James had was male. First of all, I don't watch the show. Second of all, that's a specific Mimikyu. Why does that matter? They can be boy or girl. I think it's honestly 50-50. You just use the first gender that pops up in my head? Yeah, and that's what threw me off, is that the first gender that comes into your head is she. Like, that's just what threw me off there. Like, it's nothing against what you did. It just threw me for a loop. It is 50-50? Yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry, I can't see your previous message. The chat logs are pretty big right now. I guess everybody's talking. But yeah, I was talking about competitively viable, but whenever, even just like Nuzlocke, quote unquote, like, or just casual playthrough, Mimikyu is really good. Ghost Fairy type is really good offensively, and honestly, extremely fucking good defensively as well. And then having the ability Disguise is really good, especially in Gen 7, because in Gen 7, the way Disguise worked is that it blocked all damage for a turn. Like, whatever damage came in, like, whatever the first damage Mimikyu took, you know, it didn't take any damage. Now, of course, that did change with Sword and Shield, but it still doesn't take a lot of damage through Disguise, which is really good. And then I think people underestimate the value of just a powerful physical attacking fairy type. A physical attacking fairy type wasn't exactly common whenever it came to Gen 7. Like, it's more common now than ever, but Mimikyu is still, like, one of the best physical fairy types. And having that in addition to being a ghost type, so it's immune to normal moves, so, like, no fake out, no, you know, things like that. And then there's also, you know, Shadow Sneak, there's Swords Dance that you can do, and all that, like, it's just really cool. Zacian, I never said Mimikyu was better than Zacian. Did you not hear me say one of the best? One of the best. And also, Zacian's a fucking legendary. That's not very accessible whenever it comes to Nuzlocks. Or casual game playthroughs. Especially since Zacian can't even be obtained during the mainline fucking game. Zacian, the legendary of Pokemon Sword, is a post-game obtainable. Fuck that. Jesus Christ. But yes, competitively, Zacian is far better just because Zacian's fucking busted. Incin? We're not talking about... What? Incineroar's not fairy type. What are we talking about? What? We're talking about fairy types. What are you talking about? We get it. Incin's good. But we're not talking about that. We started for Scarlet and Violet's Nuzlocke with Zacian? Yeah, that was... If that was fucking randomized, sure. But we're not talking about randomizers. Because it is busted to have a 650 best before the Elite Four. Tell that to fucking Sapphire, Ruby and Sapphire that got Groudon and Kyogre before they were even beating the 8th gym. Like, really? Seriously, chat. If you're... It may be OP, but other games did it. It was a joke? Well, I get that yours is a joke, but the whole before Elite Four thing, that one was stupid. Mimikyu having 3 immunities and 2 weaknesses is probably one of the best bits of them. Yeah, that's why I said that Mimikyu has a really good offensive and defensive typing. Because I think a lot of people overlook the fact that the Ghost typing is a better Dark typing. Because it may be weak to Dark, but it has better immunities than Dark. Or better resistances than Dark, plus an immunity. Probably a better immunity. Immunity to normal might be worse than immunity to psychic, but it's an immunity nonetheless, plus it's still super effective against the same typings that Dark is super effective against. So, like, I really like Ghost. Oh, it's also... Oh, it does gain an immunity. I forget. Ghost is immune to fighting. So, it's just a better version of Dark, in my opinion. Plus, it resists bugs. So, you know, like, defensively, Ghost is not the same as Dark, but it is still better. And offensively, it's the same as Dark. So, like, you know? It's mostly the same as Dark offensively. It's not always the same, but it's offensively better than Dark, just straight up. Like, the same, but better, you know what I mean? Dark is just kind of bad. It is one of the lesser typings, in my opinion, but it does have its uses. Like, being immune to Psychic is good, especially since there's a lot of really good Psychic types out there. I'm pretty sure Dark was literally made to nerf things like Alakazam and Mewtwo, since it is a Gen 2 typing. So, like... Hisui and Zoroark is really cool. The design, the typing, you know? Unfortunately, it's not very competitively viable, but I mean... Illusion's not a bad ability. And it's a really good typing. It's just not really special in the moves that it learns, unfortunately. But that's fine, you know? And like I said, Illusion can be really good for mind tricks and stuff. It's also like, it's the same base stats as base Zoroark, which just, it's not that great. But I mean, you could have it has its uses. I like the Dark typing, I just don't think it's that great. I like Ghost more. You like Dark because it doesn't interfere with the type chart? What do you mean by the type chart? Like, wait, what are we talking? What? Doesn't... So, if you can get a nasty plot, you can hit... Okay, here's the thing, right? The last thing you want to do is only have Dark-type moves on a Dark-type. Because, like... I mean... What all resists Dark? I mean, I know it's only, like, Dark and Fairy, right? That resists Dark. Fun fact, Steel used to resist Dark, but not anymore. So what? It's only resisted by Dark and Fairy. That's good. But, like... You should have coverage. You're not running for dark moves, you're not 10. I mean, that's what I was hoping. Little fun fact about weaknesses or lack thereof. Ghost and Dark before Gen 6 had no weaknesses. Did people not know that? Because its only weakness now is Fairy. Do people not know that Fairy didn't exist before Gen 6? Okay, well, yeah, Cash, no shit. Whenever I said it's resisted by 2 types. There's 16 types in the game. Is 2 not a minority there? Like, it is neutral or super effective against most typings. Obviously, most types are. But, what I will say is that you really don't just want Dark-type moves. You want coverage, especially since a lot of Dark-types actually have really good coverage, such as Mighty Ina. Mighty Ina has Fang moves, which you can get Thunder Fang, Dark Fang, or not Dark Fang, Ice Fang, Fire Fang, stuff like that. So, like, most Dark types actually have really good coverage. And that's talking about only just pure Dark types. A lot of Dark types a lot of the best Dark types are dual types. And by that, I mean, I don't even know if a pure Dark type that's actually, like, better than a dual type. I'm not gonna lie, but, like, you know? Why are you just talking about Battle Cats all of a sudden? Marine, why... do you just not like talking about Can you not just listen to us when we're talking about Pokemon? You don't have to include yourself. We're on a completely different topic. I feel like Illusion is just bad if you lead it in BGC doubles because it gives the opponent info about what's in your bag if the disguise breaks. That's why you don't bring it first. I mean, it's all about, you know, competitive. Not a Pokemon fan at all. You know, his TCG Pocket. Yeah, fair enough. You don't have to actually understand. You can just, like, listen. Like, that's the thing about background sound, right? Is that, like, you can listen to something and still have fun listening to it. Like, it's kind of like me whenever I'm just listening to my parents talk and stuff through the walls. I can hear them talking. I can't understand what they're saying, but I can hear them talking and it's somewhat entertaining. You don't have to actually understand what's going on in order to be entertained. Just join again, my bad. You just joined and you started talking and you brought out Darktan and Chrono's Eyewalls. Like, you just mentioned Ubers that are cool. Like, no shit. You can join back again without making it known to everybody. It's called lurking and just listening. Marine, I feel like you're the kind of person to walk into a party and be like, hey guys, you know, like, I don't care what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm here now, so change the topic. You know? That's I feel like that's what you would do. True. What type? I mean, I feel like I feel like this game already basically has Pokemon types, but they're mostly just on enemies rather than on your cats. So like they would all be these would all be normal type, and then the enemies are the ones that have normal. Red would be fire or something like that, you know? You're not changing topic, you're just saying Battle Cat sings. AKA you're trying to change the topic, bro. You were just randomly saying Uber names, and so like... But you were just randomly saying Uber names. No matter what we were talking about, you would have been like just saying random shit. Even if we were talking about Battle Cats, what would those Ubers have any significance about? What's the significance about those 3 Ubers you mentioned? Like, just curious. What was the idea there? Like, I don't just join streams and be like, FNAF, Minecraft, like, you know, like that's just weird. That's just weird. What would Bora be? Fire type. So like there are cats that would have a type, have a trait or type, whatever. But like, you know, mostly because of Pokorogi, you have grown on Scyther. Scyther's actually really cool. I like Cleavor. I really like Cleavor because I want. I don't know. I just like it. Bug Fables music is good. You should talk about this game instead. I've never played Bug Fables. So like, sue me. Would Bahamut be dark and flying? Maybe? Could be just flying, just pure flying. Not dark, just flying. Scizor is my favorite Pokemon? Yeah, fair enough. He is really cool. He seems really interesting. What? The best Pokemon type is Salamence. That's funny. Dude, is that still... They changed that, right? Surely the wiki has changed that. They did? Okay. Pure flying is uncommon? Yeah. But, I mean, they're not going to add types to Pokemon, or to Battle Cats, but, like, it would... I think I like flying more than flying dark on there. Dark flying isn't exactly common either, but it is more common than pure flying. It was fun fact. Back in the Pokemon days, I don't know why they never wanted to, but they just never did pure flying. I'm sure there was a reason for it. I don't remember why though. Corviknight is badass. True. Agreed. Pure flying only has 3 Pokemon. What? Corvisquire, not Corviknight. What is it? Rickety, Corvisquire, and something else. Oh, wait. Oh, you want to know a fun fact? Back before fairy typing, Togetic and Togekiss were actually pure flying. They weren't normal flying, they were pure flying. So that's cool. Oh, right, Tornadus. That's right. Tornadus is pure flying. I always forget about Tornadus. Like, I'm not as in, like, I used to play Pokemon so much more, and I used to be able to tell you so much better stuff here. Like, I used to know so much more about Pokemon than I do now. Like, I just don't play it enough anymore. Hello, I'm here. Hello, Dogaku. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Because he is ugly? Fair enough. Please tell me I'm not too late to the stream. You're an hour and 40 minutes late, essentially. It started an hour and 40 minutes ago. I might do a longer stream. Kind of just depends. It's kind of just a chill stream for the most part. I'm kind of just yapping like I do normally. Why am I getting condom ads? Maybe change your... Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you're getting them for a reason, though. Togetic and Togekiss were normal flying, not pure flying? I think you're lying. Because if they were normal flying, then Togepi would have been normal, and then they would have added the fairy typing, just like they did with Jigglypuff. It would have been normal fairy, just like Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. But instead, you know, they changed it. Instead of changing normal to fairy, they added it. Well, wait, no, you might be right. Never mind. I don't know. Was it? I could have sworn that was a fact, though. I could have sworn it was just pure flying. I'm not wrong here. It was pure flying. You might be right about that, but I'm 90% sure they were pure flying. I trust myself more than I trust you, considering I have way more time on Pokemon than you probably do. Don't be on Discord if I remind you. Oh, right. I still don't get why you want that. Like, why do you want me to compare Oni Earthshaker to, or Isun Boshi to other traitless and angel rushers? Whenever are there even other, like, they're really one of a kind in that aspect, right? It is normal flying? There's no way that's right. I could have sworn it was pure flying. Because, like, normal flying makes no sense on them. Sonic, yeah. What am I gonna do? Make an entire video about comparing Isun Boshi to Sonic? No. That makes no sense. Like, I just don't get... I don't get why. Like, I can talk about why Oni Earthshaker is not talked about enough. You know? There were 3 flying Pokemon that changed types. Togetic, Togekiss, and Fan Rotom, who was Electric Ghost. That doesn't say what they were changed from or to. So, like, a change is still adding Fairy. You know that, right? Sure, that's good? Okay. Pretty sure there's less than 10 pure flying types? Well, nowadays, no shit. I was talking about used to be before Fairy existed. No shit, Togetic wasn't always Fairy type. Like, yeah, that changed, of course. Yeah, duh. Made a whole video about Tornado. True, but that was mainly a shitpost. This won't be a shitpost. It'll be me actually talking about a unit. Like, there's a difference. Check for yourself, bro. Nah, links don't work here. Togekiss. I need to properly look this up. Former typing is how... Wow. That makes no sense. It makes more sense to be pure flying than normal flying. Why? Why did they do that? Just because Togepi was normal type? Like, that's so dumb. I could have sworn it was pure flying. Why did I think that? I don't know why I thought that. Why the fuck did I think that? I have no idea why I thought that. Chat, I'm officially... Well, I've been officially stupid, but I'm officially even stupid. I'm more stupid now. I don't know, you know, that's just how it works, I guess. I don't fucking know. Chat, are y'all still there? Did you all have a stroke and die or something? Still here? Damn. I guess you guys got tired of Pokemon talk. Who doesn't know outdated Pokemon typing? Nah. I could probably beat you in a competitive Pokemon battle. Easy. Competitive 2v2. Your Twitch got fried? Unfortunate for you. But yeah, I've actually made it to Master Ball tier and ranked, which is the top. Like, so basically I've been like top 2,000 at least. I think the highest I ever got was top 1,100, which isn't by any means like amazing, but it is something. It's worth mentioning. Because there are quite a lot of people that actually play the game, and it's not easy to get to Master Ball tier. But in Sword and Shield I got up there, and Scarlet and Violet I got up there, I think at least once? It could have been a couple times, but I don't remember. Talking about the Japanese Pokemon isn't making everyone very happy. I mean, most people here probably don't know about Pokemon. Fell asleep and woke up to the Pokemon talk and got confused. Sorry. Your favorite Pokemon is Rayquaza, by the way? Well, if it's your favorite Pokemon, how do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it the right way or the wrong way? Do you pronounce it the right way or the right but wrong way? You had left the stream for like a few minutes and came back to this Pokemon talk. You know, MJ, I haven't seen, does he still do stuff? I haven't kept up with them in a long time. Like, it's actually been a long time since I've actually looked at his channel. You're more into Nuzlocke than competitive. You see that? Well, here's the thing. That means I'm better. No, Nuzlocking is hard in its own right. Like, they're both about equally as difficult, but for completely different reasons. Me and Nuzlocking don't align well because a lot of the time I like making sacrifices. So, you know, I like making risks, and you can't exactly do that in Nuzlocks without, you know, being punished greatly. So, while you were in an ad, you asked Pokorogue stream? Oh, I can do that. Just add it to the backlog, because I still have, I still have the stand stream. What all was I thinking about doing? Because I did the FNAF World 157%. I did Hollow Knight. I need to do more Hollow Knight, but not yet for a while. Do some background noise while you do the dishes. Cool, yeah. Do your dishes, man. Or a woman, I don't fucking know. Sacrificing a Nuzlocke is a big strategy to pivot to more valuable team members. You know, that's not how Nuzlocking works. You can easily just pivot to them without something dying. So, like, you know? And when I say sacrificing, I don't mean sacrificing a bad Pokemon. I mean taking risks. I don't just, like, I I don't think you realize what I mean. I mean taking risks. Technically, yes, I said sacrificing, and I do mean that, but I don't like having fodder on my team, so that would still be a bad idea for me to do. Because having fodder on my team, like, what the hell? Why would I have fodder? Or Baja Blast? This is my new account, so I'm not that far. You haven't watched much of MJ TV stuff because your Pokemon phase has already gone by? What do you mean by already? Some people... And what do you mean by phase? Like, people can basically grow up on Pokemon without, like, it being a phase. It doesn't... Like, Pokemon doesn't just have to be a phase. Like, you can still like it. It's not just something you stop liking. So then enjoy your stronger Pokemon dying because of lack of death fodder? Death fodder is just so lame. I'd rather have a full team of good shit. Especially if I have good shit. Like, if I have a bad Pokemon, sure, I'll use it as death fodder. But I don't typically have bad Pokemon, because, you know, every Pokemon has its usage. It's not, like, why would I have fodder if the Pokemon in my team all still are good? It isn't a phase, Mom. It is a phase, Mom. You can't have all good shit in Nuzlocking, that's the point? Well, that's called a you problem, bruh. I don't see how you can just say that you can't have good shit in Nuzlocking, because, like, you can't choose what you get. I know that. But, like, I wouldn't be against having a fucking Lennon. I wouldn't be against having a Sawaddle, because a Sawaddle eventually evolves into Leavanny, who's actually pretty good, aside from the weaknesses. Yeah, aside from the quad weakness to fire, you know? Like, every Mon can be good. Like, I'm not about to go over here sacrificing a Bronzor just because it's not evolved, you know? Like, that's not how I work. I work in potential, and every Pokemon has potential. So sacrificing anything is not something I want to do. If I need to make a sacrifice to win a fight, then I'll go ahead and do it. But if I can avoid it, then you damn Skippy, I'm gonna, you know, avoid any sort of death. Because I'd rather just be good enough to not have anything die than just be willing to let somebody die. You know? The only thing you can choose is your starter? Technically not. Because you can also choose the game, which typically dictates what Pokemon are in the pool that you can get, and also what legendaries you get and stuff. So technically, like, you know, there are some things you can choose just based off of the game you have. I'm not potential man. I'm just, I believe in my Pokemons. And also, I like the dupes clause, and since a lot of the games actually have like a lot of routes with the same exact Pokemon, technically you can quote unquote choose or just cycle through a bunch of Pokemon in the routes. Just saying. Like, let's say, with how many caves there are in Pokemon games, you can just get all the cave encounters, and then whenever there's a cave with, like, an Aeron in it, but everything else you've already caught before, there's that. Okay, I don't want a deathless run, Cash. That's not the point. Also, crits are unreliable. You can't exactly sack death fodder if you don't know that a crit's coming. That's not how that works. You can't bring in something that's irrelevant in this fact. Yes, things will die. I never said I never said I don't expect things to die. I said I don't want things to die. I'm not just going to sacrifice them as if I expect them to die. I don't get a Pokemon expecting it to be death fodder. I expect it to have its usage other than that, in addition. It doesn't matter what you choose, your choices don't matter. I don't think you realize how much your choices actually do matter, Dogaku. Because in most games, you're better off using a Fire-type starter over anything else. Or, honestly, Fire starter is probably one of the worst ones to get as well, since a lot of Pokemon games start off with a Rock-type gym. But it's also one of the better ones because a lot of games also start off with a Grass-type gym. So it kind of just depends. And a lot of games also have lesser Fire types for some reason. So, there's a lot of things that go into it. What's in this stage? Good luck using Spinda in a battle then, bro. Doesn't Spinda learn Yawn? Like, here's the thing, right? There's no bad Pokemon in the game. Spinda's stats, sure, are subpar. No Yawn. I don't think. Well, at least not in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Fuck that. Hypnosis. In Ultra Sun and Moon, Hypnosis. Okay, what about Gen 9? Let's look at Gen 9. Since, people... Oh, it's not even in Gen 9. What about Gen 8? It's not in Gen 8. So the last time we saw Spinda was Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Hypnosis. It learns Hypnosis, Body Slam, and Sucker Punch. 3 really good moves, because Sucker Punch gives you good priority, so if something's low, you can do that. Body Slam can paralyze, and Hypnosis can sleep. Do you just not, you think Sunkern? Evolve that thing to, what the fuck is the flower's name? What the fuck is that flower's name? If you can evolve that thing, then, Sunflora. If you can evolve it to Sunflora is actually pretty good. Not to mention, sorry to say it, but Sunkern's stats may kind of suck. But, it does have Endeavor. If you really think, give me a use for Love Disc. I think Love Disc might be a little bit underrated because Love Disc, let's see. It's pure water type, which is a pretty good typing. It's got 97 base stat for speed. So like if you wanted to bad enough, you could use Draining Kiss to just, as long as you don't get one shot, you can use Draining Kiss to get your HP back. You can use Attract, you can use Water Pulse to confuse, you can use Wish to heal your HP. You can use Charm to lower their attack. You can use Baby Doll Eyes to do it, but with priority. You can also set up Safeguard. Like, base 97 speed isn't that bad. So, like, if you let me go, I'll come back. Okay, cool. But, like, like, every Pokemon has potential. You just have to not be bad. Do you think I've learned anything from this? No. Killing me is the only way to end this. Yeah, sorry. But I'm not going to stop talking about Pokemon because people genuinely don't understand that every Pokemon does have possible usage. And that, like, I genuinely would just prefer to, not expect something to die. I would rather not catch a Pokemon expecting it to die, The Fire-type starter in Gen 9 is great. What is that? Fuecoco? Yeah, Fuecoco is really good. What the hell is on the stage? I don't remember. I know it's metals, obviously, but... Oh, wait, no, it's zombies, isn't it? Oh, wait, no, it is metal. What the hell is on the stage? Hold up. There's a lot of enemies in here, so I'm just gonna go through real quick. Everymon versus how many lines? I'm assuming 1 billion lines. I believe that one singular specific Pokemon can solo all 1 million lines. You want to know which Pokemon that is, chat? Pretty sure the most disgusting food? Maybe not most disgusting, but disgusting nonetheless, sure. But you guys want to know what one Pokemon can solo 1 billion lions? Mad Cargo. Believe it or not, I believe Mad Cargo can solo 1 billion lions. Want to know why? Because Mad Cargo just sitting idly is what, hotter than the sun or something like that? So like, you know, they wouldn't even be able to touch it. Yeah, like, they couldn't even touch Mad Cargo. And that's only one Pokemon. Even if they decided, hey, we can touch lava for some fucking reason. Even if they could do that, Arceus is literal god. Kyogre can literally drown cities. Groudon can give cities droughts. Like, I don't understand how people can possibly think that, like, 1 billion lions can even take care of them. Because 1 billion lions also, like, they wouldn't be able to work together. Lions compete against each other a lot more than people think. Because, you know, it is wildlife. They have to compete against each other for their own living. So, like, honestly, if all of the Pokemon just left, 1 billion lions would all starve to death. So, if, like, so, you know, like, any ghost type is enough? True, because they technically can't be touched. So, you know, call me crazy, but the Pokemon win. Any Pokemon with Surf can hit them all, but it's also just water. Like, you know, like, it is just water, to be fair. But, like, you know, that's also any AoE. Simply have Groudon use Earthquake, and then, or, like, Precipice Blades, and things will just fall to the core of the Earth or whatever. So, you know, like, it's just one of those things where some people like to believe some things, and other people like to believe other things. I would rather just believe that, you know, it's simply put, Pokemon are overpowered whenever it comes to comparing them to real life things. It is that simple. I did not mean to do that. Fucking hell. Every Pokemon versus unexpected pregnancy? I don't think the Pokemon win, sorry. I don't think they can give... I don't think they can provide much there. What else is in here? Just a bunch of black, right? So Kazuchiza might actually be helpful here. Or Ku. Honestly, Ku. I'll use Ku. Why not? Lines have a berry feature called Run. You realize a billion's a lot. So if they're all in one place, they're going to be running into each other a lot. So if they all actually decide to run, I mean, where the hell are they going to run to? There's a billion of them. Also, a single line bite ain't doing anything to a metal, by the way. It'd probably take 100 lions just to take down Bronzong. Just imagine Stakataka. Like, Jesus Christ. I just don't think a lot of people realize that out of all these 1,000 Pokemon, there's actually quite a lot of them that can take lions fairly decently. So, people just don't know. What's craziest to me is that there are Pokemon fans out there that believe the Pokemon would lose. Like, how can you be a Pokemon fan and not realize that, like... I mean, I don't think there's even a chance. Every Pokemon versus me when angry? Crazy. I mean... yeah. Registeel's not even that good. He can just take hits. Oh shit, it's this guy. Oh god. I'm gonna have to have my recharge cannon, aren't I? That's rough. Whatever. But Lion Ladder. Yeah, I don't think that's working out for them. Because, like, what's the point in a ladder? They don't need height to reach the Pokemon. I mean, I guess some Pokemon do actually... wait, some Pokemon fly. I get that a billion lion, like, ladder would be interesting, but, like, if they went after one flying Pokemon with their ladder, then another Pokemon could just sweep in and kill all of them while they're on the ladder. Because, like, they're not exactly immune to fall damage. They would break their legs. And honestly, breaking their legs is enough to get them out of the fight. So, you know. If you follow IRL, it would be tie, so you have to follow... what? I don't fucking know, bro. Also, how did Ku die? I looked away for a second to look at chat. How did Koo die? Koo! Why'd you die on me? Just make a stronger foundation out of lions? Right, yeah, true. Sorry, my bad. Just use more lions and put them all the lions in one place would be a bad idea because, like, I mean, there's no fireball Pokemon move, but there is such thing as, like, water spout and, like, you know, earthquake, precipice blades, flamethrower. Like, they're not immune to fire. A simple flamethrower would light them all up, you know? You follow the Pokedex and my... Oh, yeah. I mentioned the my cargo thing earlier. So, like, if you're talking about, like, full canon Pokemon, like, it's canon that Mad Cargo is, like, as hot as the sun, technically. So, like, you know? Obviously, in the games, that's a little less, like, practical and less, like, you know, valid. But, like, even just talking about in-game movesets, like, Earthquake alone would probably be enough to, like, let's say a normal Pyroar is, like, let's say a lion is like a Pyroar, but without the fire type, which is still generous because I think Pyroar is, like, really fucking strong. Or not really fucking strong, but way stronger than a normal fucking lion. So, but let's say that a Pyroar is just a fire lion. I'm fairly certain a billion of those ain't taking down literal gods in the Pokemon world. Like, Giratina is literally, like, the equivalent of Lucifer. You know, I don't think they're doing much there. Oh, shit. I wasted my cannon. That's fine. I didn't have Waitress anyways. Oh, yeah, and then Darkrai can literally put, like, even just, like, half of them asleep and then slowly deal damage to them over time. So, like, there's just a lot of things that can happen that, you know, I don't think a lot of people think about. I genuinely don't think a lot of people think about that stuff for the most part. Also, Koo, I'm sorry, but I'm dropping you. And also Iwaltz. I think I'll drop you for Kazuji, so... Or maybe, honestly, KG. I'll bring KG. It's been a while since I used him. Arceus versus Gaia. Gaia has a blind spot. Every Pokemon versus every Battle Cat? There's a lot of both of them, to be fair. Battle Cats could defeat every Pokemon? I mean, I can see it. So everyone would die, Yveltal can't handle that. And everyone... What? I don't understand. I think we're getting a little too far into the nerd talk, not gonna lie. Not that I'm complaining, but the nerd talk's getting pretty fucking insane. Not gonna lie. I need to not let the Shadow Boxer K kill me. Or these Shadow Boxer Ks kill me. Hey, do you guys mind? Fellas, do you mind? Me and my fellas, come on now. I think I wasted my cannon. I think I actually might die here. I think I might die at the beginning because I wasted my cannon. Shit. I wasted my cannon. Not a nerd, you haven't read a book in years? Nerds don't just read books. I'm a nerd, I don't like reading books. Want to know what I do like? Anime. Therefore, nerd. Yveltal can't survive a point-blank nuclear explosion? Yeah, neither can any of the Battle Cats. Like, I mean... They can still kill themselves. They are their own biggest weakness because of how big and flashy all of their attacks are. Have you read Pokemon manga? No, I don't read manga, bruh. I don't read books, I don't read manga, I watch anime. And Pokemon's not even an anime series that I got into. Metal totally can? Yeah, what's Metal Cat gonna do alone? Brother Barry, how are you? I am good, I'm doing good. We've been talking about... You know, this really makes me want to stream Pokemon. Like, I think I might have to, like... I think I might actually have to, like, you know... stream some Pokemon at some point. If Yabutol dies, everyone dies at the same time, so it'd be a tie. What do you mean? What the fuck are you talking? I don't know the lore behind Yabutol. Specify! What are you talking about? Are you talking about one of his descriptions in the game? Are you talking about Destiny Bond? Like, what are you talking about? I've heard you say this. I've seen you say this multiple times. I just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Maybe I should have used Kazuchi's instead of Keiji, because these Shadow Boxer Ks are going to be a pain in my ass. In the Pokedex, it states that if Yabutol dies, so does life. Fair. But, like, just don't let Yabutol die, Forehead. He's not, like, he literally regains life from a really strong attack. Oblivion Wing. He literally gains health from that. And he also flies. How the fuck is a lion? Well, Battle Cats. Can they reach things in the sky, though? Can they reach? Because, like, let's be real. Yabutol is not just gonna be a normal floating enemy. It's gonna be all the way fucking in the air. I don't think the Battle Cats could really reach him for the most part. Lucifer? You think his attack can go in the air? From what I've seen, no. Like, maybe he can snipe stuff out of the air, but, like, Lucifer can attack Yabutol, Yabutol can attack Lucifer, but Yabutol gains XP, it gains HP from it. Lucifer doesn't have a way of regaining HP. In fact, no Battle Cat knows how to regain HP. So any Pokemon that can regain HP can't, you know, I don't think they would actually be able to beat Yveltal. Baja flies? True, but as we clearly saw from Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, he can get hit out of the air fairly easily because he also has to be very precise while he's in the air. So, like, you know, because your things won't just, like, Yabutol's a literal bird. He won't just be standing still in the sky. Like, you know, like, we're talking a literal, basically on par with God's bird here. Who can regain HP. Regaining HP is the biggest thing there, because, like, there's not a lot of Battle Cats characters that can, you know, fly and, you know, get Yveltal out of the air, especially since he can probably dodge very easily. And so then, all he has to do is just run, regain HP, run, regain HP. And we're not even talking about Mega Evolutions. We're not talking about the possibility of Dynamax. We're not talking about the possibility of Z moves. We're not talking about all of this stuff. Yukimura could snipe most Moans? What the fuck do you mean by Moans? But, like, you can also, like, here's the thing, right? Yukimura and Baja Blast, they're frail as fuck. They're frail. So, like, you know, like, all it takes is probably one Oblivion Wing from Yukimura, not Yukimura, Yveltal, to kill Yukimura and Bahamut. And since, I mean, it could hit both at the same time, you know? If the HP stays the same for both sides, all Battle Cats one-hit Pokemon, the fuck you want about? You said Mons? You said Moans, bro. That definitely said Moans. And Battle Cats are invincible? What do you mean? What are you saying at this point? You're not making sense to me. You can't just say they're invincible because you want them to be. Furluga needs one hit to one-shot a lot of Pokemon? Yeah, but if he's technically a normal typing, then, like, a rock steel type such as Aggron, Stakataka, and all that, they can live that. Especially since, like, if you compare HP to HP, I mean, there'd be a little bit of scaling, because, like, Pokemon have a couple hundred HP, Battle Cats have a couple thousand HP. Way more than 1,000 HP. So, like, if you do a little bit of scaling to make them, you know, on par, like, the HP and damage things, like, if you make them match, then, you know, that's not exactly likely. Remember, our basic cats, we're considering most of them to be, like, normal type. And so, therefore, like, ghost types wouldn't get hit by Furluga. I know that for a fact. You know, steel types would resist at pretty much everything. Rock types would resist pretty much everything. You know, like, Pokemon win, I think. Your Mons got auto-corrected to Moans? That's funny. Damn. I just got a free rare ticket. That was satisfying. Satisfying and smooth. Also, I do understand Battle Cat's entries, but I don't think any of them match up with Mad Cargo's being as hot as lava, and or not as hot as lava, as hot as the sun. I don't think any of them line up with that. Or, you know, I just don't think so. Are you considering cats in a stage setting or in a neutral world? I'd say in a neutral world, because, like, obviously Battle Cats do thousands of damage in one hit a lot of the time. Meanwhile, Pokemon don't even have more than 1,000 HP, unless you're, like, a Blissey, you know? Like... But if you think that it's fair to say that 100,000 damage hit would one-shot any Pokemon, then clearly you're not considering scaling, because they are in different universes, so the scaling would be very different. Like, they would be very different. So it's hard to really know who would win, but I simply believe Pokemon win. Maybe not easily, but it would win. Hanayama versus Blissey. Blissey can regain HP. And, I mean, Hanayama, let's be real, his damage per hit, it's good. Not that good against Nanaku. So Blissey would absolutely live a hit. And then, you know, heal HP. Especially since Hanayama is slow as fuck. So Blissey could probably get multiple heals in before Hanayama attacks again. So, like, you know... like, that's the main advantage that Pokemon have that Battle Cats can't have. Is Pokemon can regain their HP. When cats who target all traits, do we consider Pokemon typing as a trait? I mean, sure. But that would also mean that, you know, cats are normal type. Like, it would be kind of complicated because their attacks can't just, you know, target everything. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a single move in Battle Cats that is super effective against everything. Except for specifically Arceus and Legends Arceus when he has that one plate that just targets all. So, like, it would be... It's not as simple as... If it targets all, it's, you know... It does bonus against all. Dazzly cancels out every gimmick. I don't know how... I mean, that would basically just mean that Pokemon have to do damaging moves. Which wouldn't really matter because, like... Same thing as against the Lions. Groudon can Earthquake. Kyogre can, you know... Water Spout, Surf, whatever the fuck. They can still cause immense droughts and floods. Like... That's another thing about Battle Cats is that they don't really have natural disasters to consider. So, like, in a world where there's no natural disasters, they wouldn't be able to adapt to it. So, like, all it would simply take is, you know, Groudon or Kyogre or something to cause a huge natural disaster, and all the Battle Cats kind of just don't know how to react. Homer and Madoka from Madoka Magica, but technically they don't heal themselves in the game, so that doesn't really count. Wave Explosion and Surge would bypass the Ghost Trait on Pokemon? Okay, sure. Let's say that, even though that would technically be neutral. Apocalyptic level World Destroyer? Not Awakened Bahamut. So, like, if you really want to say that bitch with the big-ass Force Swing isn't going to get interrupted by a Pokemon that simply has to do a wing attack to knock him back, then sure. Fanoa has massive damage to all traded, so that could be thought of as super effective to all but normal. Here's the thing, right? You can say that massive damage does well against most Pokemon. Sure, I'll leave you with that. But there are Steel-type Pokemon which are basically Metal-type. So, the Metal-type Pokemon I mean, if we're combining both universes into one, we can go ahead and say that Steel-type Pokemon are turned into Metal-type cat enemies. Therefore, they only take 1 damage per hit from non-crits. Or non-crit killer. So, like, things like Stakataka would take ages to kill, and they would be able to, you know, deal a shit ton of damage back and probably kill pretty much anything that tries to hit them, since There's not a lot of good critters in the world that can take, you know, a body press from Stack Attacka. So, and like, especially since Ultra Beasts get a buff to each stat per kill, all they have to do is kill some minuscule little meat shields, and they have huge fucking buffs. So, like, or maybe just give fucking, I don't know, Mewtwo +6 on sword stance, because they don't exactly have to be close up. They don't have to be in hit distance. So Mewtwo can, or not Mewtwo, Mew can stay in the back, use 3 sword stance, and then that's a fucking super powerful Mew that can basically just one-shot anything with a Flare Blitz or something. Or a Zen Headbutt, you know? He has massive damage to metal for some reason? Yeah, so 3 damage per hit. Like, it's the same thing as being a metal enemy. That doesn't mean he does massive damage to the Pokemon. It's the same thing as being a metal enemy in Battle Cats. We have to set the rules first? I don't think the rules would make sense, because they would be contradictory, I feel like. There would be a lot of things that contradict. This can be an argument, this can be a talk topic, but I don't think we can genuinely talk about it. I don't think there's a good way to genuinely talk about it. Like, do they take turns still? Since TBA is something in Battle Cats, I feel like it would just be, like, somehow figure out a comparison between speed, Pokemon speed, since that's basically, like, their turn order. Turn that into TBA somehow. And then, you know, that would be how that works. So super fast Pokemon have a low TBA, and super slow Pokemon have a long TBA. Maybe, you know, like, just figure out a way to combine the two. And with Regieleki, that would be, like, rapid fire with a lot of fucking damage. So Regieleki alone would probably be able to sweep through a lot of the Battle Cats without, you know, without them even being able to attack. And considering things like Discharge exist, Regieleki would be able to sweep a huge row of Battle Cats alone. So, like, then don't set contradictory rules? I mean, you know, that's easier said than done. Like, it would take a lot of thought to genuinely make it a good thing. Especially since, like, scaling would exist. Are they not also world enders with Dragon Emperors? Yeah, but here's the thing, we can't only think about, you know, unit info, because, like, rains down Cataclysm from above, earning both fear and adoration from the people. Like, this is largely exaggerated, just like crazed Bahamut's. You know, like, if you really want to, and then, like, I'm fairly certain, let's look at Arceus description. Like, let's just look at it, because, like, Pokedex entry. Yeah, like, Arceus apparently has 1,000 arms, you know, like, and then Arceus is said to have shaped the world. Like, if we're genuinely talking about unit info, we have to consider the fact that Arceus literally made the world, you know? Like, I'm Isu, I'm comparing oranges to oranges here. Arceus shaped the world. Bahamut, you know, can obliterate Earth. The world is basically the universe. The Earth is one thing in that universe. Comparing oranges to oranges, Arceus solos everything. Gaia, I don't know Gaia's description. Ancient smart, god of life, and is filled with the 2 most powerful forces. Yeah, but Arceus is literally, like, basically the equivalent of Galactus in Pokemon. You said it earlier? Where? Arceus was defeated by a concrete slab in the anime? Okay, if we're talking about in the anime or in practical usage, Bahamut gets fucking soloed by literally pretty much anything. Like, Bahamut's not exactly a world destroyer in the game, so, like, if we're talking about Arceus in the anime, then we gotta talk about Bahamut in the game. Like, that's what I mean by we can't have contradictory roles. Would the Almighties count as gods? If they are gods, I don't know if Amaterasu is. Arceus is less Galactus and more the one above all. So what? Literal god? It was an exaggerated comparison. I am aware it was an exaggerated comparison. But you do see what I mean. I hope. Guide the creator description. The origin of all life, and she can choose to undo it whenever she please. Well, if she wants to undo it all, then she, you know, that's a tie, because she undoes it literally all. But if Arceus created the world... Wait. What do you mean? Life came after the world. Life came after the world. First comes the world, then comes life. So Arceus still beats Gaia, chat. Creating life and creating the world are two different things. The universe versus life. The universe came first, chat. Stop being stupid. I need to actually play the game. Arceus is life? Yeah, and so is Gaia, so that's contradictory, bro. And also, if he created the world, and she created life, I think there's going to be an exception for Arceus. Considering, you know, he came before Gaia. If Arceus came before Gaia by creating the universe, I'm fairly certain then Gaia did not create all life, technically. Technically speaking, Arceus would be Gaia. Even though she can quote-unquote take away all life, Arceus came first. She can't take away something she didn't bring into the world. You said she brought in life, right? Arceus wasn't part of that life. So therefore, Gaia, you know, it just depends who came first. Gaia didn't create the universe, she created life. And Arceus created the world, aka the universe. AKA, Arceus came first. Therefore, Arceus wins. The sages are busted so they could win. Yeah, totally. I love when fans of children media fight each other. This isn't a fight, this is just friendly debating, which is honestly fun. This is a cool topic I never really thought about doing. Also, I like philosophy. But you know. Papaluga Watilla? You know what? You're right. Papaluga is the reason why Pokemon lose. There. Settled the debate, chat. Papaluga beats everything. Debating is verbal fight? No, that's argument. Debate is just, you know, talking. Izanami is the end to everything? Nah, Papaluga is. Izanami gets soloed by fucking, I don't know, Salamence. Because Salamence can intimidate Izanami, allowing for her to... Did you mean Izanagi? Whatever. You said Izanami, so I'm taking you for your word. Izanami gets weakened by Salamence, and then Salamence can just, like, you know, take her down since he doesn't get hit by all 3 hits. Just don't get Savage Blown, but even then, Poké Sash. And then, you know. And then he's also really fast, so his TBA is much quicker than hers. Gaia's base form description, the origin of all life, and she can choose to undo it whenever she pleases. This is her evolved form, the ultimate goddess who directs mana birth from the world tree to annihilate enemies of good. Okay. So, still, the origin of all life, she can choose to undo it all whenever she pleases. Does Arceus count as life, since he technically, you know, he created the universe and was there before life was there? Arceus was there before life was invented. So, like, does he really count as life himself? Kind of like God. Was God, like, in the Christian religion, like, is God technically living if he, you know, if he was always there, if he created it all and all that? Like, is he technically living? Maybe. But, like, if all life in the universe were to die, God wouldn't die. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to rid all life of the universe, God wouldn't die. So therefore, if you were to rid all the life from the Pokemon universe, Arceus wouldn't die. You know what I mean? So, like, if we're comparing religion to religion, since, I mean, Arceus is a religious-based god, then, you know? Dakota to all that ever was descended from a higher plane. What do you mean by higher plane? What other plane is there? Like, there's exaggerated descriptions, and then there's descriptions that aren't even fucking possible. Because what the fuck do you mean higher plane? Dr. Evan's description of fearsome scientists obsessed with using extra-dimensional power to instantly sublimate matter. Like I said, Arceus isn't a fucking matter. He's not a source of matter. He's not a source of life. He is literal God. He's like the essence of nothing and everything at the same time. He is, quote-unquote, all-powerful. So, like, you know, hold up a mirror to fucking Dr. Heaven and be like, Uno reverse, and then, you know, Dr. Heaven loses. You know, like, you know, it's hard to argue with because you really don't know. You really don't know, right? And so I think the only fair way to actually do it all is to do it based off of their abilities in the games rather than their lore-accurate abilities. You now understand why people find power scalers annoying? Exactly. Exactly. Which is why I think that, like, using unit descriptions, since they are highly exaggerated just for, like, lore and stuff, it is only fair to only use what they can do in the games, and therefore Pokemon wins, because a lot of Pokemon, you know, have Omni-striking moves that can just hit pretty much anything for a massive amount of damage. So, like, the coda to all that ever was, coda means end. End of everything? Because like I said, God technically isn't part of that. God was there before the universe was there, and so he can survive the universe collapsing. It's called the multiverse. Unless you end everything in the multiverse, which would therefore result in a tie. We can either say it's a tie or that Pokemon wins. I see no reasoning behind Battle Cats winning. We're not talking about Relic Cyclone, because let's be real, the Relic Cyclone is an enemy of the Battle Cats. That doesn't count. We're not talking about enemy units. I say tie, I'll give it a tie. If you did enjoy, please do come back for more. And chat, I'll see you in the next one. Peace!